Hello! Oh, look who's back!
Hello, people!
Hello! Kiba is back!
Vocês já sabem que hoje o programa vai ser em inglês.
Yeah, it's going to be
Temos
in
um
English.
grande convidado que ele está a olhar aqui para nós na sala de espera, tipo, o que é que eles estão falando?
Yeah. You're speaking Portuguese.
Yeah, I'm speaking in Portuguese, a little bit.
I'm so happy, Kiba! I'm so happy! Kiba is back! Okay, Kiba is gone.
Kiba is back, yeah.
Kiba is gone again.
Yeah, he's just gonna lay down and enjoy the light.
So, Iris, how was your vacation? Vacations.
Vacations.
They were fine. It's been fun being in a new place and just exploring. You know, better weather here. I thought not for the last days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gotten really bad, but
Oh,
I'll survive.
Angelica is already here. Hello,
Oh.
Angelica. How are you?
Hi.
Hello, Angelica! Welcome.
Let's bring our guests here so Angelica can see him. She doesn't have a lot of time,
Okay.
like always, isn't it?
So we're going to make a little intro for our guest and we come right back with him. Okay, people?
About 5 hours.
Yeah.
5 hours of intro.
Yeah, it's probably 5 hours of intro. I think I tried my best to make it simple and cool. Something like that. Okay, let's do the intro, okay, people? Let's go.
Okay, see you soon.
Wait a minute. Where's the... oh, okay, I found
Already
it.
broke-
Yeah,
already
yeah,
broke it.
something like that. Okay, let's do it.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
It's going to show you. not German.
Oh my.
We are back already roasting Nuno.
It's good to be back.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it just turned, so
just tilt your head.
Yeah, you just go like this and the flag is correct. We were talking about like a lot of people when I go somewhere for guesting or something, they use the German flag instead of the Belgian flag. It happens all the time, always.
Okay, so Angelique is already telling amazing intro. I don't think Matt deserved such a great intro.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so Matt, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me. Which is also one of the words I can say in Portuguese, obrigado. I think, awesome. Correct? Yes.
And how many swear words you know?
Oh God.
Well, I knew a lot, but it's been 2 years. Like I really miss Portugal though, and I miss Francesca, or how is it called, the food? Like with the
Francesinha.
Yeah.
It's a little French.
Yeah. Well, I remember we are having like this meal after Eva Anime, and there were like huge discussions about it, like about food, where it came from, and there was like a French person arguing that everything's French.
Oh no!
And they were like, it was a really fun meal.
Yeah, we usually, there's stuff that was inspired by other countries, because we always were very, like a country of immigrants. So people would go to other countries, and then when they came back, they would have, all these things. Like, they have this thing over there, we should do our version.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's only logical. I think a lot of countries have that. Like for Belgium, for example, we have 3 official languages. We have Dutch,
right.
French, and German. So we are completely mixed, everything. Like when you go to Brussels, like, and you look at street signs, half of them, like half of the street sign is in French and the other half is in Dutch. So it's like.
But is it divided by like regions, or is just like the whole? It's just a mix in the whole.
No,
country?
Yeah, it's divided by regions. Like
the
above part is Flanders, they speak Dutch, and the bottom part is Wallonia, French, and then you have the tiny German part at the side that we actually stole from Germany. So,
like, I'm sorry, I know this has nothing to do with cosplay, but I'm just curious. Like, is there like a sort of competition or memes between each part? Or...
Oh yes, oh yeah.
Oh my!
There are a lot of them.
That's always funny though.
Definitely, because like sometimes like people don't understand the other language, so then it gets even funnier.
Oh.
Like for the young people, we just talk English, of course, but like older generations, the English isn't as good, and so it's like they talk like mixes of languages to each other, and they don't understand each other. Yeah. No. It's amazing, really.
It's a phenomenon.
Just imagine you live in Porto and you go to Lisbon and they talk a completely different language, almost a different culture, I would say. Like everything is completely different. It's like we even have like we have one main government, but each region has their own government. So you can imagine like how much, like even traffic laws, like some speed limits are different and stuff. So you can imagine what kind of a mindfuck it is to.
That reminds me a bit of the UK, because you do have the UK government, but you also have the government of each nation.
Yeah.
So that's kind of confusing sometimes to even like, okay, we have these rules, but I always ask people, do those apply to the whole country, or does it apply just to England?
Yeah, it's like that, yeah. I should go back to cosplay.
A lot of confusion.
It's just the way the world works.
Okay, Matt, are you ready for our questions?
Yes, definitely.
One question before our questions. Do you answer everything?
Well, it depends. I have some NDAs, but other than that, I answer to almost everything. So
Okay, so people, he answers almost everything. Almost everything, yeah. He's protecting himself.
yeah, well, this.
Yeah, because if Usako is watching us, she can start sending questions a little
Oh
bit.
yeah. She will definitely ask
Shady.
questions that are almost.
My.
I don't know if she's
Okay.
watching the live, but Iris, do you want to start?
Yes.
Yeah, or
and
they will, or she will watch the after the live or something. Like,
Yeah.
I do love the Portuguese community. There's so many great friends there.
I
Iris.
actually want to say something before I start with my question.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Izilme Cosplay says hi. She wasn't gonna be able to be online today, so she just asked me.
No problem.
She's really nice.
She, like, there's so many nice people.
Mhm.
Angelique already says I'm doomed. Oh no.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be fine. I don't promise anything, but it's gonna be fine.
I know there will be clips taken out of this and probably out of context as well.
Oh my! Maybe I should have gotten some tea before.
We are lucky that YouTube doesn't make those little clips like Twitch
Yeah,
does.
like Twitch.
Yes. Okay, so first of all, how did you come up with your nickname?
Well, my brain is a bit of a spaghetti, but I don't remember fully, but I do remember some things. I know when I was a teenager, like 11 years, 12 years old, I had this online nickname Ghost because, it's cool as a teenager.
Yeah.
But as you grow up, it starts to be like kind of like Ghost. It's not unique. Like how many people are called Ghosts in the world?
Yeah.
So I was still very young, so I was like, let's add something to it, and I added Captain. Because captains are cool.
Because you're the captain of all the ghosts out there. Okay.
Exactly. And then I was still like Captain Ghost. Sounds like, I don't know, it doesn't sound like smooth. It was like like two separate words. And then I added Lee, and suddenly it sounded so much better. Captain Ghost Lee. And then I just kept it actually. Like I was doubting when I started doing cosplay, like more and more, I was doubting if I should change my name to something like Story Cosplay, because my real name is Matthias Story, and story is also a real English word. And I thought, like, should I go for Story Cosplay or Story Creative? I was like, nah, I will just keep Captain Ghostly.
I think you did a good wait, my mind is suddenly just thinking Portuguese. You made a good choice because it's so much more unique, Captain Ghostly.
Yeah. And I think Story Cosplay or something like that sounds a bit too corporate, if it makes sense, because story is not really the most creative word in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one first question here on the live chat.
Yeah.
It's from Angelica. She's saying, just wondering if you have any funny pizza stories related that you can share with us.
Well, I can share it because I won't say any names, but do I want to share it? Yeah, I think I should. Yeah, I should. Well, let's start with this then. So it's again, my brain is a bit of a mess, but there was this picture in my inbox. No, I cannot show it on YouTube. And there was a girl who had like, the nude pics, but it wasn't really a nude. It was very artistic. And she had like pizzas here and pizzas on the lower area, like pizza, like a slice, triangle slice. And I was like, no. And Angelica knows the whole story about that. So that's why
It sounds like you were scarred for life.
Yeah.
Every time you see pizza now, you remember.
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh dear.
No, second question. Yes.
These are hard questions, but they are the good questions. I started in around 2013, which is 8 years ago. And I started, well, I've always been creating stuff. Like even when I was young, I was making things out of cardboard. Even if it wasn't cosplay, I was playing a lot with Lego and stuff. Stepping on Legos as well, which is painful.
That's part of
but
it.
but
Okay,
why
so
did I start?
sorry to interrupt you. Angelica is saying we can't hear Nuno. They
Oh.
couldn't hear you.
Okay. The sun was off.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So nobody hear the
And
the
the
question.
question, okay. When did you start doing cosplay and why did you enter in this world of cosplay? That's the
So,
question.
yeah. So I went to a convention called Facts in Belgium. It was still pretty small, and I was walking around. There was these people in armor and like pretty clothes and everything. I didn't know what cosplay was, but everyone was looking so amazing. I mean, imagine you're a kid, you go into a place, and people are wearing like huge armors. Like you're just like, wow, I want to be like that.
Yeah.
And I decided to do that, and I started to research. And this is still the era before like EVA foam was easily available. Like I still had to go to like hardware stores to get those EVA floor mats, you know, the yoga mats. Even my first armor was made of those yoga mats. So you have to go to the store. And I came out with like 5-6 rolls of this, and they were already looking like, wow, he's going to do a lot of yoga, I guess. But yeah, I made my costume and it was too small. Shit, I couldn't fit in it. Or maybe I gained a bit too much weight. That's possible as well.
The two options.
But yeah, I couldn't fit in it, and we're still talking about it was like a time span of like 2 weeks or so. Like I had to go back, and I was the same person at us cashier, and I was there again with all these mats. So, but yeah, that's a little story. But I started because I found it so cool, and I was really drawn into it. Like all the techniques, all the different things you have to do, the creativity you get. Like, it's not just building something. It's like doing research. Like, how should I build this? And yeah, it escalated a little bit. Even like I went to search like how people did it in medieval times, because why would you invent a new way of strapping while there's already a way that's been researched for hundreds of years? Like, you can still invent new things. Sometimes it's necessary, but you also don't want to change things that works like really well. So I think it's the creativism, like having a way to express yourself. I think that's what drove me in. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay, so
Let's do a question on Instagram. I will prepare
Yeah.
the things for the next.
I'm going to search the questions here.
Okay. Found it.
Okay, Kurayami Winter Cosplay asks, when will you be back to Portugal?
Well, it depends. First of all, when are cons going to happen? I can't give an answer to that. I know Iba Adene made an announcement, but we always have to wait till we know for sure it happens. And if I will be there, like if they will have me, I will gladly say yes. I will always say yes to Portugal. Doesn't matter which event, doesn't matter which terms. Like I will always say yes. And I think even if like there is no event until like June next year, I will still visit Portugal like on holiday, because I do really like Portugal, and you guys have like way better weather than most countries in Europe.
Oh. Awesome.
And yeah, I just love the place. It sounds a bit cheesy, but I love how friendly people are. there and stuff, and the community as well. Like I'm not talking about bad about other communities, because there are really amazing communities out there as well. But when you arrive in Portugal and you go to a convention as a guest, and I heard the same about the other guests who I've been with in Portugal, like when you arrive, people like gladly, how do I say, not really accept, but they go to you with interest, and you can talk with them. You can have like real talks with them, and you learn from each other, and it's really nice. So when will I be back? Whenever cons happen, and when they will have me, and if not, I will just go on holiday. I mean,
That's
Just maybe not during summer when it's like 40 degrees.
yeah,
not
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but nice weather. I meant the weather when I was there in spring and fall. I've not been there in summer yet.
It just keeps getting worse. I'm not sure when it's gonna stop. Like
Oh my god.
when I immigrated, the maximum was like 35, and now it's on 40s
Yeah.
somehow.
Oh.
So not even I would attempt.
That's so hot even, like I was
It's true.
talking about like the fall, because in fall when I visited Portugal first time, it was fall, and it was just raining every day there, like raining, and like 8 degrees, 6 degrees in fall, like that's very cold. And then I arrived in Portugal and there was like sun, 23 degrees, people are walking in like a t-shirt and like shorts, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow. And the worst thing is I arrived with like a hoodie, a big jacket, like long pants, and I was like, well,
Oh,
I have the wrong clothes apparently.
I can
I
imagine you
should've-
just leaving the plane. Burst of heat, like,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Like that. And it gets even funnier. Then a year later, I was like, this time I won't bring like rain stuff, and I will just bring light stuff. And then there was a tropical storm in Portugal. So much rain, so much wind. I don't know if you remember, but there
Yeah.
was like, it was insane weather. So I was like, wow, I have the wrong clothes again.
Oh, no.
That's a kind of twist.
Okay, Matt,
Okay.
now you're doomed because
Yeah.
Uzako just arrived.
Yeah.
Oh.
She said, "My
Oh,
baby,
that's why.
my baby,
Angelica
I'm
and
here, Matt."
Uzako. I'm going to get roasted alive.
Oh.
Okay, I
Okay.
have more questions here. Minty Puddin what he was asking, what's your favorite and last favorite part of cosplaying?
My favorite part is when a
Or least
costume is
favorite.
finished. The most or least favorite, or both.
Yeah. It's the both.
Both,
the
both.
favorite
Okay.
and the least favorite.
Okay. The most favorite is like when a costume is finished and you're proud of it, like you are done with it and you wear it, and for the first time you can show it. And also when you go to a convention, be it as a guest or as a visitor, meeting friends and meeting new friends, getting to know new people. Like I think cosplay is very inspiring as well. I mean, I recently started workout as well. I posted it on my Instagram as well, a progress picture.
Mhm.
And the big reason I started with working out, except for like improving my health, was cosplay as well. Because I remember like every body type is great, of course. Like I'm not shaming any body type.
Mhm.
But like when you stand there as a cosplayer, you kind of look to yourself as well. You compare yourself. I know it's bad. You should never compare yourself to other people.
Mhm.
You should only compare yourself to yourself, like how you were in the past. But I was still doing that, and I think it still motivated me. So I think cosplay is very inspiring and motivational. Like a lot of people, you can ask a lot of people who build on themselves. Like cosplay is like a big reason for it as well. That's what
True.
I mean. And the least favorite part is the crunch and the stress. I know you should never stress about a costume,
Mhm.
but like literally, who never stressed about a costume?
Yeah. What
Like-
is cosplay without stress?
Yeah, without the stress. But still, the stress isn't good. It's not a good thing, the stress,
Mhm.
because you do it to enjoy yourself.
Mhm.
But there's just so much pressure. Even if you make the pressure yourself, it's like, yeah, I think that's my least favorite part. Like, and also like, I do love competitions. I mean, I very much do love competitions, but I love friendly competition. I've seen
Yeah.
too many competitions where people are literally angry at each other for winning.
Oh,
But I think like the key you have to take away from when losing a competition, like everyone has lost a competition. Everyone.
yeah.
There's not a single person in this world who has never failed. But I think the most important thing is to actually learn from it. Like
It's true.
like why didn't it go like I planned to? Like, and still take the positive out of it. Like if you lose something, you might have made a new friend like along the way, which is way more valuable. Like it's like that. And I'm going on about it, but I think that's one of the key things.
Okay. So I have a question here from Uzaku, but you already answered it. So Uzaku, go back in time and watch the live stream from the beginning.
Yeah. So
So now this question was, when
Oh,
will you come back, Froggy?
yeah. When you come back.
Yeah, well,
No, you already answered it. So next question.
either I come on holiday or I come on the next convention if they have me. So
Okay.
Okay, so Princess Nip has a phrase here, not a question, but I just wanted to tell him that I really miss being with him,
Princess Nip.
Princess Nip. And
Yeah.
then she made a question. What's your future plans in terms of cosplay?
That's a
my
good
future plans, well, I have a lot of costumes. I will show you one part. I cannot show more. But I've been working on this for so long now, and I lost motivation along the way because of COVID and everything. You know, it's not easy to keep motivated. And this is just a brace.
Wait.
My clipping is going crazy. But this is just a bracer, you see?
Yeah. Awesome.
And it's for Enrin cosplay. Enrin from World of Warcraft, and I'm actually collaborating with Blizzard for it. Well, Blizzard is now in really bad papers, so bad timing to say this. Yeah, but I think it's not good what they did, of course. Like, but I'm working for like 2 years on this costume, and now I have to paint it still. Other than that, I'm also working on actually television stuff.
Oh.
Like, I cannot tell you what exactly, but it's pretty big for me. Like, and it's how I also a part of the reason how I survived the epidemic as being like self-employed. And it's like a pretty big show. Like, it has millions of viewers. So,
Oh, awesome.
but it's not like I make a huge part of it. Like, I just made a small thing about it. And then I'm also still making props because I just love making props. I'm working on, if you can see it, it's like a Leviathan X
Yeah.
from God of War.
That's
The
awesome.
details are
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. And what else? I'm doing way too much at the same time. It's one of my problems. I'm working on a own human version of Sauron from Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Like, the thing is, he doesn't really have a description except for being fair in his human form. So I have a bit of a free play, but it's like a mostly sewn costume. It's going to be very fancy.
Nice.
That's another plan. I have Rengoku from Demon Slayer, and I posted the sword already on my Instagram. And there should be a picture also that I sent. It's like a katana sword. I will cosplay him as well. He's almost finished. I just have to practice the makeup and like do an actual shooting with it. And then other plans. I'm always creating stuff.
Yeah, it seems very chaotic. How many cosplays did you say you were working?
Yeah, it's way too many. It's my problem. Like, and I'm still also building props. I have a CA sword as well. Like,
Wait. Oh. Oh.
That looks
Awesome.
good.
Yeah.
it needs some repairs. Like, it's
Okay.
because I'm also moving. It's a bit damaged, but that's okay. I can just repair it. So yeah, what's my future plans? Way too many. I have
Yeah.
to
That's
to
the
select.
that's the
Yeah,
right
You
question.
need to finish some of the present ones and then you'll think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, now I will just finish the Leviathan X prop, and then I will focus on getting Anduin done. So when I go guesting again, I can actually take Anduin
Mhm.
fully with me.
Awesome.
And I also take Sauron, not Sauron, yeah, Sauron, the human version, because then I will have an armor costume
Mhm.
and a bit lighter costume.
Mhm.
Because that's a problem that I made for myself when I went guesting to places. I had only big armors.
Mhm.
And big armors are terrible to ship. Not impossible, but terrible. Because first of all, so much for me went wrong with them. Like customs having problems with them, although there shouldn't be any problems. Things that are delayed and everything, and things that break, like how many times that armor has broken, it's insane.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's
So
true.
I think if I have to give one thing as my future plan is actually finishing Anduin first before I do anything else.
Awesome.
Yeah, I hope you manage to get on with it. It's, I don't know, I'm sure you'll figure out a plan to just focus on him.
Yeah, that's a big.
Okay, I was not looking through the live chat, but Uzako is gone crazy.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. We'll go back there in a bit. So I have one more question here before we will go to our little break. It's from Pantapoof. She's asking, what did you like the most when you visited Portugal?
Oh, what did I like most? That's hard to answer because there's so much. Like literally, I think what I like the most is still the community, the people. Like how open they are and how friendly they are. Like after being there like only one time, I made like so many friends. Like that doesn't happen like too much. Like when just imagine like you go somewhere to another country and people are so open to you. I mean that's a wonderful feeling. Just that. So I think that's my most favorite part, the people themselves.
It's a good part.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I have one more question here on one last question here on Instagram, but it's a really good one. And we'll do it after the break. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be right back, people.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere.
I will try my best to go, not go
Is
anywhere.
that a challenge?
No, it's not a challenge.
The people challenge accepted.
Yeah,
So
just running away.
You're
Okay.
not my mom.
Okay, let's just do a little break and we come right back. See you
Yeah,
guys.
See you soon, guys.
shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I saw
You are.
I saw it, Nuno. I saw it, Nuno.
We're already back.
Yeah.
I saw it, Nuno.
Wow.
Damn it.
It wasn't too bad.
No.
At least nobody heard us saying bad things about Uzaku, so
Oh yeah.
No,
No,
we don't
no,
like
no.
that. I was talking about the ads and like the pink pastries made me so hungry now.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, it's always like that. I keep saying once I'm back in Portugal, I need to go and actually try them.
Same. In which city are they in?
they are in Seychelles.
The
Uh,
best ones.
Yeah, it's the South Park part
okay.
of the river. South part.
Mm. Soft
Yeah.
margin.
So, yeah, it's
the desert. The desert.
I saw some really nice jewelry as
Oh, the
well.
desert. Oh god.
Some really nice jewelry I saw as well too.
yes, Zach, I hate you too. So
You heard it here.
This
Not
is-
reply.
This is love. This is love. Oh my
okay,
God,
so
this
I
is
have a
love.
really cool question here.
Yeah.
The last question here on Instagram
Mm.
from Mr. Frost Cosplay. He's asking, what is the best way to achieve the golden look on
Oh.
cosplays?
Oh, here we go. This
Tell us
one-
your secrets.
Oh.
Well, the golden look from the golden armors, because it's so big. Like I'm not using expensive paints because it's too big. Like I don't have a tree that grows money, so I have to do it with a bit cheaper paints. So what do? I have a tool actually. It's not really the paint even, a tool. It's a spray gun. Like I preach the spray gun everywhere. Why? Because if you paint something by hand, you'll get strokes.
Yeah.
But if you can spray something, you have 0 strokes. And since we are spraying a huge object, a spray gun is way better than airbrush. Because with a spray gun, you can just go, psh, and your armor is literally painted.
Yeah.
So the secret to gold is just spraying your paint instead of brushing it on.
Yeah.
That's really the secret.
It's more
Because the
uniform.
golden paint, the golden paint I used was just a cheap brand. I don't even remember how much it costs. I have it somewhere in my workshop, but it was very cheap. So that's actually the secret. Try to spray as much as possible. And when I also say spray, don't use like rattle can sprays, because if you just spray them on and you wear your armor, it will crack. So use a primer like Flex Bond or some other flexible primer, Plastidip or something, and then spray on acrylic paint, just simple like acrylic paint or some flexible paint, and you will get a very shiny look. Other alternatives, more expensive, is if you watch the video on my Instagram. It's one of my latest posts. It's about the X. You can see the reflection of the X.
Oh yeah.
Or
can
there's
still recommend.
the katana I made. It looks real metal, and that's because of what happens when you spray and you use an expensive paint. Then you get insane results. Yeah.
I'm sure right
So
now
that's-
the X. Oh my God, this is
Thanks for sharing
stunning.
with us. That's actually really surprising to me.
This is awesome.
You
Oh.
can see like the metallic
reflection.
look.
Yeah, the reflection
Oh
is
God,
amazing.
this is awesome. Oh God, sir. This is absolutely metal.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does
it
look
looks
like
metal, Bill.
like-
Oh my God,
what?
this is metal. Oh.
That's what people think, but like that axe is so brutal because like it will hang on the wall, and already it's so huge, and when someone who doesn't know cosplay like sees it, they're like, whoa, why do you have Why do we have a
Yeah.
huge axe? Like, what the fuck?
I'm imagining you taking this to a con. And
Yeah.
the security.
Yeah, you
stopping
cannot
you.
enter
You
this.
cannot enter with this there.
Yeah.
Then I'm just like, feel the axe, and they will feel it, and they will be like, oh,
Oh.
wow.
Yeah.
It means nothing.
This is awesome.
It's foam, people.
Really good.
What? I didn't hear the last question.
Huh?
I thought that was a question. Sorry.
No.
This was the
it's-
question. Or you can do the
Yeah.
painting. Like,
Yeah.
Oh god, this is
Um,
awesome.
And there's also like different kind of reflection and stuff. Like, not everything needs to be a shiny like that. It depends on what you want to go for. If you go for like a really weathered look, like I will still weather the X, but if you want something to look really old, you don't need a perfect reflection because you're going to destroy it anyway.
Mhm.
So save time then.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the secret is just spraying. Like spraying already will up the reflection a lot.
Awesome. I forgot to ask you something that I should have asked before the show. Are you seeing the four of us on your cell phone, or is it just the screen from the person who's speaking?
I see the screen of the person who's speaking.
Oh, so
Okay, so
it's on
Uh,
left.
no,
Yeah. It's
swipe
left,
it left, I think.
I think.
Yeah, now I see.
Now you see the
Okay,
four
so-
of us. Nice.
Wow,
Yay!
This was kind of important thing.
Yeah, you
before
forgot
the
to
show,
mention.
Oops.
So
yeah,
Sorry.
awesome,
wow.
Ruben. Awesome.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So we are used to have people using Zoom on the computer.
Yeah,
so
so-
cell phone is.
Yeah, well, but did I
So
see like
confusing.
the
four
screen
of
in the
us,
background
yeah.
as well?
Awesome.
I see the screen and the chat in the background. So
Yeah. Now you can see all of us.
yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, third question, Iris. It's a short one.
Question.
Oh.
What was your first costume?
Oh.
My first costume. Well, there's an exclusive picture you have.
Exclusive.
my
Yeah.
First costume.
Wait.
It's so embarrassing, but you know we all start somewhere. It was Ichigo from Bleach, and when I look back to it, like it wasn't horrible.
It's
but my
actually
God, the
it's
way,
actually really
like,
good for the
No
first.
makeup, the weapons, like it's from 2013 or 14 or 13. I don't remember. One of those. And that was my first cosplay. Like,
Ta-da.
yeah.
Ah, it still looks good.
It's awesome.
Like,
for
at
the-
least you had the wig.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
at least you have the wig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like I've been there. I
Yeah.
did Saifong, and I didn't even have the wig.
Well, I mean, you
It's
can
my
still
hair.
look good without a wig as well. But the problem with the wig is like it's like exploded. Like,
But that's how his hair was.
yeah, that's true. But
Yeah, sorry, no, it's good. It's good. Like there's
Thank
nothing
you,
to be
thank
ashamed
No,
of.
it's actually really good.
I think the thing is just like people compare their old stuff to their new stuff too. Like
Mhm,
I do
mhm.
it all the time. Like,
Mhm.
and I think that's why I think it's bad because I know what I can do now, but
Mhm.
I maybe tend to forget like that was 8 years ago. Like you didn't know
Yeah.
anything about cosplay. Like buying a wig already was insanely hard. Like I remember I had to ship it from some exotic place to here, like
Ooh.
because I couldn't find like the wig I wanted to because
Mhm.
although you had wigs in the past, like a lot of them were like the carnival wigs, you know, the
Mhm.
plastic looking ones. So yeah, and the first armor I made because that was the first costume, and then I was like, okay, this is cool, but now I want to look like those big guys in the armors.
Yeah.
So then I made Sauron, and again I will say it's not the best costume ever by far, but it's not terrible,
Mhm.
especially from like the story I told you. Like I had to make it from actually yoga mats, real yoga mats, because it was before the cosplay shop or any EVA foam seller in Europe,
Mhm.
and the like one day I want to rebuild him properly because I love Sauron.
At least you
Like
have the ring.
helmet,
I can't
At
wait
least
to
you have
see
the ring.
your updated
Yeah.
version.
I didn't like the helmet so much, but the chest plates
Yo.
and the gauntlets, and like if you zoom in, like the little details, like
Mhm.
those were done with hot glue. I remembered, like my fingers were burned. I was crying. It was like 3 a.m. before the convention, but I still had to add all the little details. So yes, I'm still proud of it, but I know I can do so much better right now. But
Yeah.
we all start somewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are
That's
my
amazing.
first costumes.
Awesome.
Mm.
There's also I also made like a ton of other costumes. You know the beginners anime costumes.
Mhm.
Like Ichigo is it's not a beginner costume per se,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
you know most people who start cosplaying, I got the advice and I would advise other people as well. Like
Mhm.
don't start building like Reinhardt from
Mhm.
Overwatch with your first costume. You know.
Oh
Mhm.
god.
Like but then again, like even simple costumes, like if I would remake Chico now, I would change it so the fabrics are like kind of fancy. They have like all kinds of different textures.
Mhm.
Like the swords, I would weather them a bit. Although like in the source material, the clothes he wears are very like pretty plain.
Mhm.
But I would change it a bit, you know. I would change it so it would look a little different. Like there's a cosplayer called Baka Cosplay. She made a Naruto version recently, and it looks so amazing. And it's just you can take a simple costume
Mhm.
and you can go on it further and further to make it more impressive and more impressive. That's one of the things.
Yeah, and in the end, your version, so it ends
Yeah.
up being really unique in the middle of
Yeah, exactly,
everyone.
exactly.
Yeah.
Then becomes a hard thing when contests. That's one of the hardest things with contests.
Mhm.
Like and this depends on the convention. It's not in the hands of the judges. Like imagine someone cosplays a very simple costume, very simple, but this person uses like a lot of techniques, a lot of amazing stuff. Like how do you compare it to someone who makes a big complex costume
Mhm.
but only uses basic techniques, you know? It's
Mhm.
always
Mhm.
hard
Mhm.
to do because I remember when there was the international contest at Eber Anime, the finals.
Mhm.
I forgot the name.
World Cosplay
Uh,
Masters.
Yeah, yeah. It was amazing to judge as well, and it's so hard. It was the hardest judging I've ever done
Mhm.
because the winner, like, although she had, I think the costume itself was pretty basic
Mhm.
if you see it on the stage, but when you go close up, the techniques that were used, the craziness,
Mhm.
like the weathering, it
Mhm.
was weathered with like real sand, real dust as well from yeah, it was just crazy to see, and the acting as well was really good. So I think that's a hard thing, and a lot
Yeah.
of it is still in the hands of the event as well. Like the event still decides the rules and how points are given. Like
Yeah.
imagine an event gives you a score sheet to the judges, and
Mhm.
there's on there like techniques, 10
Mhm.
points,
Yeah.
and the result of something or you know something like that, like
Yeah.
5 points.
Mhm.
Then if judges give high points on the techniques, then
Mhm.
most of the times techniques will win because like when you calculate the points together,
Mhm.
they will end up above because it's more important. So yeah, it's not as straightforward as being like, oh, this costume is best. Yeah, he wins or she wins.
Yeah,
Like,
people don't usually get points for being complex. It's like you're saying more about the techniques, if they are well done or not. And
yeah, exactly. Like, and that's the same with people who like do sewing, like, and they are afraid of competition because there's like this big armor dudes, like impressive.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure. Like for just casual people, they will be attracted to bigger things, obviously.
Mhm.
But if you actually look up close to some work, like people that so
Mhm.
do, like I have just the most respect for it. Like it's
Mhm.
insane.
Mhm.
Like sewing is definitely not easier than armor making. and they are like they are the same, but yet so different as well.
Mhm.
And I think people underestimate it, like because it's a simple costume, it's less work. No, that's not true.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, in the end, even if the costume is simple, I feel that sometimes people end up also winning not only because of technique, but because they manage to do more on stage.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
that's where they get the extras. Like, I
Yeah,
have a big armor.
exactly.
I cannot move and do stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. Like I was just talking about costumes now, but when you take the acting part with it, of course, yeah. And again, that's again the choice of the convention, because you have contests where it's like 50-50, 50 acting,
yeah.
50 costume. But you also have contests where it's 60 acting, 40 costume, or
Mhm.
80% costume, 20% acting. So
Mhm.
you have to always look to which competition you are entering. Like I've had people with really nice armors, but if it's like 60 or 70% on acting, then your acting has to be good to win, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's true.
Yeah. Like with 50-50, the balance is best. Like you
Mhm.
need a good act and you need a good costume. So
Mhm.
I think the 50-50 contests are the hardest, because
Yeah.
not only do you need a good costume, but the acting is so important too.
Mhm.
I think acting is always important in cosplaying, even when
Yeah.
shooting photo shoots. It's really, really important, and many people
Yeah.
take that for granted. So
Yeah, especially like if you are. I had it once with my Gilgamesh cosplay. Like he has like red eyes. It's just a simple detail. He has red eyes, but my lenses dried out somehow. And yeah, I couldn't put red eyes. You know, I could put my eyes till they are red, but
Oh.
that's not advisable. So I had no lenses, and my normal color is like a grayish blue, and the character changes so much. Like with the red eyes, you look evil. With the blue, you don't really look that evil anymore. Like yeah, it's and that's true. Like on stage as well. If you have like if your character is like badass and you start being cute or something, you know, it's cosplaying is pretty hard actually. Like a cosplayer has to be able to do so much. They have to be able to act, to craft, to sew,
To edit, take
crazy.
photos.
It's a multitask. It's a multitask job. So
Yeah, I wonder like how many cosplayers will go into like movie industry later. It's really there's opportunity for cosplayers there, in my opinion. They know how costumes work. They know like how to act. So yeah. Or theater, for example. That's even closer to cosplay.
true.
last weekend we had here on the show
Evil Ted. Yeah.
He
Oh, yeah,
was on
Evil
the he
Ted,
was
I
on the
know.
movie industry, so
Yeah. He's amazing as
Oh
well.
yeah. It's true.
True.
okay, I have here a shout out from Angelica.
Yeah.
I'll probably regret saying this, but I have to say that Matt is one of the most humble and kindest people I ever met. Even though he is
Aw.
super talented and a well-known cosplayer, he's always ready to help everyone. I really appreciate all the effort he makes to bring the best of the cosplay community. So for that, I really thank you.
Aw. That's so cute, thank you. But you as well, you are amazing as well, so hard, potato hard.
Potato heart.
Aw,
Let's see.
so kind. I'm touched.
Okay, no, are you ready for the fourth question?
It's me already.
You are not. You are not ready.
Oh.
Poets.
Ah, that's okay. I will. Okay. Fourth question. Where is? Ah, okay. Did you start building your own costumes since you started cosplaying?
You have to speak
Yeah.
to the microphone. Don't you?
Oh, you hear the question? What?
Did you hear the question, Matt?
Yeah. It was if I built my own costumes when I started
Yeah.
cosplaying. Well, yes and no. Like I built parts, but like the Ichigo you saw, like the traditional clothes, they were bought, but like the swords and all the attachments and the shoulder plates, those were made. Yeah, so it's like half. But now I almost make everything as well. Like
Mhm.
I think in a way I will start commissioning people now and then
Mhm.
for like things, of course, not things that will enter contests or anything, but like for if you just want to cosplay a character just for like to just cosplay, you know, like you sometimes you just want to have fun, put makeup
Mhm.
up, meet up with friends, or take some pictures, and so I think I will start doing that as well in the future, especially content wise. Like if you only make like huge armors, like yeah, you can only build two costumes in a year or something, you know, because it takes so long.
Mhm.
And I think even if you buy stuff, you are still doing a shit ton of work, you know? Like when you take pictures, you are still researching how to pose, you still have to do the makeup, there's still so many things you need to do, even if you buy it. So
Mhm.
that's why I think there's absolutely no problem with buying things. Like, and in the end, you're still doing it for fun. So why would it be a problem to buy a costume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of materials do you like to work the most?
Oh, now we go into a material hole. Well, I love to work with EVA foam. Like EVA foam, recently printing as well, 3D printing is pretty fun as well. But mainly my main thing stays foam. Yeah, foam. I love foam because the sky is the limit. You can really build anything with it.
Mhm.
Like you can build props, you can build armors. It's flexible. Like there's other alternatives like Worbla as well, but I'm not a fan of Worbla. First of all, it's very hard. So if you have to walk around in a Worbla armor the whole day, it's hard. Like there's a lot of people who are way better crafters with Worbla, who know the tricks to actually not hurt yourself with Worbla. But yeah, Worbla is not something for me. I love EVA foam the most.
Also lighter than Warbler
Yeah.
as well. So if
Yeah,
you're
that as well,
building
but
if you're building those armors out of Warbler,
yeah.
you're gonna be really heavy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But there are very talented artists out there who can just make things from Robla really easily, and if it works, it works. Like that's definitely true. But I also prefer EVA from yeah.
I guess we're kind of lucky that, you know, like when you started back then, there was nothing, and now we have so much at our disposal in
Oh
so many
yes,
types of, you know,
yes,
colors, density.
yes, definitely. I mean, I even went so far that I'm helping with a company called Cosplay Shop DE. This is not a sponsorship, it's just to talk about it. And actually, the background you see here is inside of the store and the atelier and the workshop. Um, and we actually research foam and everything. So I'm actually like researching the chemical composition of EVA foam. So I'm going so far to do that. And I'm actually also like I was developing paints as well, which will be tested very soon. So it's
Awesome.
like our own formula, own pigments, own everything. Because people think like when we sell foam, they think it's we just get foam somewhere and we sell it. No, that's not true. We really do the whole research
So you
like
produce the
chemically,
foam, you actually are the origin of foam.
yeah, so everything is being researched
Oh.
like it's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Can imagine. Are those paints something that so for you to paint foam without needing like a primer or something like that?
Yes. Well, I would still advise to use a primer because it's always good because like if you do a metallic color, it's best to have a base coat. So it depends on the color if you want a primer or not. If you do black, you can prime and color it in one go, it's no problem. But if you do something metallic, you do want something underneath to make it shine a little bit better to pop the color out. And the paints I'm developing are literally built from scratch. I've been developing them for like almost a year, like trying all kind of formulas. Like paint is actually it's very interesting because you have all these components and you have to mix them together like in a perfect mix. Because if you do something wrong, it's like a pancake. if you make a pancake, you add too much flour,
Mm-hmm.
it will be like very stiff, too stiff. If you add too much milk, you will have like scrambled eggs instead of a pancake.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like it's like that. So I've been developing on them and testing them, and normally like very soon I will be able to let a whole bunch of people test it.
So
Awesome.
you end up
So-
being like a scientist of sorts?
Yeah, kind of. Like I'm definitely not a scientist or chemist or anything or alchemist or how you call it. But yeah, I did have to do some research. It took like a month of watching like boring old people like on some weird website explaining all the basics about paint. Like they were talking in one monotonous thought. And yeah. So it took a lot of time to research them.
Yeah, because I was wondering, well, if you're doing all of this, then do you have like a science background or something? Because that sounds like
No,
something so much far ahead.
I actually have an IT background, computer science.
Oh, okay.
But like it's pretty hard, but it's just trial and error is the main thing. Like you cannot think to just like make a paint the first formula and be like, oh, this works. No, because it gets even harder with EVA foam, because like just making a good paint wasn't enough for me, because if you have a good paint and you bend it on EVA foam, it cracks. So I had to go even further and make the paint as well like flexible, and it continues because the paint I make, like in the beginning, like you don't want it to be toxic as well.
Mhm.
So it has to be water-based, so people can use it inside, they can put their fingers in it or whatever, just don't eat it, but other than that, you can do anything with it. Like there's all these factors that come together, like every ingredient has to be non-toxic. It has to be, and it has to be flexible, and yeah, there's a lot of things you have to take into account, because when I finally had like the best colors I wanted, it wasn't flexible anymore. So it was
so
back to the whiteboard.
For
Yeah.
each color, you need a different amount of the ingredients, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
But I'm glad now they are fully flexible, non-toxic, and they look great. I can't wait to show it to the people.
Awesome.
How long have you been working on that?
I've been developing them for about a year, something like that.
Okay.
I mean, you have to do something when COVID I started learning chemistry, I guess.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dang. I had no idea. This is so interesting.
Yeah,
It really
because
is.
most people, yeah, but people think it's just like mixing some pigment into some.
Yeah,
Kind
and
of
you
so-
want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do
yeah,
one, like,
it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that, and definitely not if you want to like produce it for the whole market, you know.
Yeah.
Then because if you make a mistake, it's gonna be very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like yeah.
that's true. Okay, so probably we go for a little break again, and when we'll back, we'll talk again a little bit more about your shop.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe you can show them the video in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Already set that for the. for the-
smart.
Ah. Okay,
He's
so
always prepared.
let's do a short break. See you soon.
All right.
See
Listen,
you
people.
soon, guys.
Okay, we are back again.
Back again.
Captain Gus didn't run away, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
They're not tired of me yet.
Never.
Little bit.
Okay.
Hey, people, if you want, you can do more questions or leave more questions to Captain Ghostly to answer.
Yeah. Usak, you can make some more questions if you want to. So.
She has a lot of information that we don't.
Oh. Don't do questions. Don't do questions. Don't do. No. Okay. So.
Okay, so Iris, 6-1. Please.
Please.
Tell me.
What's a sexy voice for a question? Tell me.
Tell me.
Oh my god. That,
Like,
Alright.
kind of weird. My mind went somewhere else with this question. Like,
All right.
the beginning. Tell me.
Tell me.
Yeah.
there's no interest, by the way.
Okay.
It just sounded weird. So, are you a full-time cosplayer, or do you have another job?
Where's the sexy
I don't
voice?
know how the question went. It started with "Tell me." And
Yeah.
then it ended with "Do you have another job?"
Yeah, Tim. She pinched her
I was
voice, so.
thinking about the conversation I had with someone about jobs, and then I ran, well, this sounds like I'm interested in someone, and I'm trying to find out if they actually have a job.
God. You.
Yeah, so about my job, I would say like full-time cosplayer. Yes, no, like I have a company that's registered as my cosplayer, but as you know, I also work like freelance for the shop. But they mostly like I have an agreement with them that I get as many materials as I want, so that cuts down my purchasing costs. You know, I don't have to buy the foam; I can just take it. Like, but yeah, it's hard to say. Before Corona, I would say full-time cosplayer, yes, absolutely, 100%. But now I also do like some freelance programming now and then, like not that much, but sometimes. So technically, yes, I'm full-time cosplayer, but I also have other streams of money, you know, because during COVID, it wasn't possible to get enough money to actually survive on just cosplay, because there's no conventions, there's no anything, there's if you want to survive as cosplayer full time, like when there's no conventions, you need to have some kind of ad revenue from somewhere, you know. Then it's very much possible. Like there are many big cosplayers who get a lot of ad revenue to survive. Like, and even then you also have to calculate. For example, if you do a job or something and you get like paid, for example, 500 euros, remember that you will actually, like, at least in Belgium, you will actually get only 200 euros. The other 300 go to the States, like they take the money.
Here in Portugal it's the same, so.
Yeah, you actually have to make double the amount of money you want. So, yeah. So yes, I am full-time cosplayer, but yes, I also do other things to like if there's a month with a little revenue, I do other things to get more. And hobbies, well, I do games, I watch movies, I watch series, I watch anime. Are those hobbies? I guess they are. Yeah, but like real big hobbies. I also work out a lot. That's also a hobby, I guess.
Yeah.
Only recently, like since half a year. Yeah, but like real other hobbies, not really. Eating pizza, yeah, Angelica's.
You still eat pizza.
Yeah. Well. I mean, it's pizza. How can you? It's like crying and eating. Like you cry, but you also eat, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
So you cry more because it's delicious. Yeah, it's awkward.
Okay,
Well,
so
I just feel this question is coming. So pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Oh god, that's
Just
no.
Yes, but there's a catch. I
Oh.
say yes,
yes, but
but there's a catch.
Okay.
Pineapple. You actually have those desert pizzas, you know,
Oh,
the dessert pizzas.
Okay.
Mhm.
If you don't know, you can search them on Google. On them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's delicious
Yeah.
because you get the sweetness of the fruits and you get the nice carb tastes from the dough. So
Yeah.
I say yes for that,
Oh.
for that reason.
That's
Yeah.
That makes sense.
that's a good answer. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah.
and
like-
if you never had dessert pizza, try it, please. It's amazing. Like it's
Yeah,
mwah.
The only dessert pizza I had is like a pizza with chocolate on top. That's the only
Yeah.
thing they have here.
And that's the worst thing ever.
No, it's not.
It's the worst thing ever. I tried it once. It's really bad. Really bad.
Yeah, I'd rather have the cookie dough
Jesus.
or something.
Oh, cookie
Yeah,
dough.
cookie dough is really
Oh,
nice.
I cannot eat that right now.
No, it's not chocolate on pizza. I was talking fruits.
Yeah, but here in Portugal
Yeah,
they do with
They do
chocolate.
it with
Yeah,
chocolate.
that's what I'm saying.
Ah.
Like the only dessert I know, on pizza is with chocolate.
Yeah.
But what he's talking about seems much better.
Yeah. It's like, how do you compare it? It's like the fruity taste,
Mm-hmm.
the freshness, the sweetness
Mhm.
with the carbs. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
It's-
pretty nice.
It's fruit.
Or maybe
It's
I
fruit
just
with
had a nice
carbs.
one, and like a lot of others are just disgusting. That's possible as well.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Angelic is asking here the most awkward moment you had as a cosplayer.
Besides the pizza.
Most awkward moment.
Besides the pizza.
Besides the pizza, sorry.
Yeah.
Let's change the question and do the most awkward public moment.
That-
I think
that's,
it was-
that's fine.
When I was on stage, there was like a winner of a contest, and there was a group, and there was one who gave me a hand, and the other one wanted to give a hug, but I didn't see her, so she was standing there like this, like for 20 seconds. And when I saw it, I was like, I am so sorry. I didn't see it. I was giving hands. So yeah, that was definitely awkward. Yeah, for sure.
What
Oh,
about funny moments?
Yeah, or the casual armor breaking, like that's a normal awkwardness. Like you put an armor on, suddenly your shoulder piece just falls off, and it's always at the worst moment. Like you do photo shoot, like at a convention, you go to some area where it's really pretty to take pictures, and like suddenly, really out of nowhere, I've had a problem. The shoulder piece just comes off. It's
Oh.
like, well then, okay. And then you have to fix it within 5 seconds because I don't want the photographers to like wait endlessly, to like wait 20 minutes to fix it or to go somewhere to fix it. No, I want to fix it as fast as possible.
Mhm.
And another awkward thing was when a leg piece fell off. And again, I wanted to fix it as fast as possible, but I didn't have my repair kit with me, so I went to some booth and they had like safety pins. And I couldn't reach my leg, so I asked, "Could you like pin this armor piece to me?" And the person did it, but she put the pin right through my skin as well.
Jesus.
Oh
That
God.
was really.
Do you feel the
I was like,
pain? Do you feel the pain?
Why?
that was awful.
Why? Okay.
But it was not her fault, of course, because it's not easy having someone not like having someone in armor coming in front of you. Like, can you help me fix this? I was just happy she helped. So
Yeah.
that's all okay. But that made me change my idea about movement. Now my armors are actually very movable. There's a video in the folder as well on my Instagram where like there's my armor in acts. And if you can play the video, you can see
Okay.
how much movement there is. It's the Einstein from Dark Souls video.
Okay. Let me see if I can find.
Okay, when Nuno is while Nuno is searching, Usako
Yeah.
here is saying awkward moment with Matt, part 1. Portuguese people give 2 kisses, Belgian cookies give 1. I was dumped on the street. And yeah, by the daylight, I was waiting for the second kiss.
Yeah, I didn't know I didn't know there were 2 kisses, so I was like,
Mhm.
wait, there's another one?
There's a second one. Come over here.
Portugal people are greedy with kisses.
But I think there's another country that does 3, so
Yeah,
we're
I
fine.
think
We're
it's
fine.
France. I don't know. And even in Belgium, again, it depends on region, because I think the French part does 2 as well. But I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that one.
Oh my.
I'm sorry, Sako.
Oh, she was asking earlier, sushi or francesinha? What do you like the most?
Sushi. Sushi.
That's a tricky one. I like sushi though. I like sushi.
Oh yeah.
I love sushi.
Sushi.
It's a hard word for me to pronounce for some reason. I always say like sushi.
Sushi.
instead of-
Sushi.
Okay.
A lot of people here in Portugal also say sushi, so
Sushi.
yeah, I already heard it a lot. Sushi.
Sushi. Okay, I found the video. I think it is this one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That's one. You can see there is still quite a bit of mobility. You
Yeah.
can basically do everything. Like what you would normally do, except pooping or something, but yeah, actually you can do everything except going to the toilet,
Yeah.
which is a big problem. Because
True.
there's also like chainmail as well.
Yeah.
They would need to take off like half of the costume if you wanted to
Yes,
go.
yes. Because the worst part is like there is a strapping at the belt. Like the belt keeps up almost all of the legs and the chainmail.
Mhm.
So you first have to undo the belt, undo the chainmail, drop the armor pieces a little bit lower off and everything. Yeah, going to the toilet takes like 15 minutes.
Oh my.
But other than that, you can do anything. You can sit down, you can.
Other than that,
Other than that, you can do anything. So.
It's just the most important thing, and maybe a backflip that will be impossible.
Yeah, a backflip that probably be impossible. Yeah.
Well, you could do it, but I don't know what the result.
The result, but
I mean, I already can barely do a backflip normally, so.
okay, so you already talked a little bit about your cosplay shop. We go back again for it. What kind of shop is it?
Well, it's a shop. It doesn't sell like finished costumes or finished props or those commissions. It sells like the basic materials to allow people to create costumes. That's also the reason why it exists. Because like I said back in the day, you would have these awkward trips to stores to buy floor mats. It has a texture, the quality is not amazing. So that's why the shop was invented, so to say, started. Actually it was transformed because it was an upholstery shop, so they already knew how to use foam. They made like furniture. It was transformed to cosplay because there was no such place. So we were just like, we want to help. It was started to help the people. It sounds so cheesy, like we want to help, but that was literally the reason. Like we wanted to help Belgian people to buy foam because in the beginning, like Belgians would place an order like together from somewhere to find good foam, and we wanted to distribute it all over Europe.
Mhm.
And that's how it started, and that's how we grew to what it is now. And now it is like it's a shop, but it's also a workshop because the area you see behind me, people can come in and they can craft for free. They can even use our tools. They can do all of that. They can work on their costumes. And there's so much more. There's a picture in the folder where you see a recording. We were filming.
Yep.
We also filmed videos there. We have funny videos on the shop's page and YouTube as well. Yeah, we do a lot of things there. Research as well to products because, like I said, foam foam is not just foam. Like we do the research to what's the best composition of the foam, what would be better to like. You can have smooth foam, but you also want the paint to stick to the foam, you know.
Mhm.
So we find the best balances and everything. Yeah.
The
So,
picture.
I was
Yeah,
asking
there's-
earlier, but I'll ask again. Are you one of the people that created the shop, or did you just join them later?
I joined them late. Yeah, yeah. Because the people who created were the people who were making the furniture, and I joined about 5 years ago. I think something like that. Yeah, 5 years ago. Like I think they started selling cosplay stuff 6 years ago. Sorry, there's something in my eye. 6 years ago. Yeah, I think something like that. So I joined like 5 years ago. But in the beginning, it was just me crafting there for fun with friends, you know. Yeah, but there's so much more now because there's like when you do a sale, we want to make sure cosplayers are happy. Like and we also help them. Like imagine you're a cosplayer, you're starting out. It's a big new world, literally. Like you start making a project and a lot of people get stuck and they don't know where to start, so they can just email the shop or call us even. Or if they are close by, they can just visit the shop. And we actually teach the people as well how to use materials.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
so like,
that's-
do you do workshops, that sort of thing?
Yeah, before COVID we did workshops, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But now it's more individually, like if you have a question, just shoot an email and we will help you. As much as we can, of course. Yeah.
So you just answered the question here on live chat from our talks. He was asking, do you give some tips to people that want to craft in your shop? You just answered it.
Crafting in the shop is so awesome because you meet sometimes new people and you share the same passion, and it's not only me giving tips, like they give me tips as well, you know. Because as a cosplayer, you cannot know everything. You always learn new things.
Yes.
Always. So yeah, we help each other. It's actually really fun. It's crafting together. Like yeah, definitely. I see
have-
another question. Oh, you can still ask the question.
Yeah.
It's no problem.
Yeah, I have a question, but I'm not sure
Yes.
if it's even appropriate because of. So as I was saying, I am in the UK. So my question is, does Trolley Props actually buy their foam from you, or do they also create their own?
They have their own phone. They have their own phone.
Okay.
Oh.
Definitely.
I was just wondering, well, if you really do the foam from scratch, I mean.
Yeah, well, I think I don't know if their foam is from scratch or not, but I suppose they have done like really well research as well. I think the shops that are available, like Polly and us, are definitely like I think there's a lot of like again, it's not just buying foam and selling it, so to say, because that wouldn't work. Then you go back to square one. You're back at the beginning. No, you want a decent quality material, and not only to have happy customers, but imagine you start a shop, you sell foam, and the foam is okayish at best. Like you will get emails, you will get complaints, you will get everything, and you will go like you have to sell good things, else it won't work. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, and that also means your products are basically different. So densities
Yeah.
will probably be different, etc., etc.
Yeah, definitely. Like they are different, but I think with the research that's being done, they are different, but I think they have similarities as well. I don't know. I to be honest, I really haven't used their foam yet a lot, so So I don't know, but there will be differences. Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome.
I'm going to do the question here on the live chat from Seth Rodriguez. But Nuno, do you want to show the video that Matt did on the shop?
We have not one, not two, but three videos of about the shop.
Thank you.
I wanted to show because this sounds a bit commercial, but I wanted to show you
Yeah.
the workshop area of the shop to see how the shop looks inside, because it's such a cool place with
Yeah.
decoration
When
and
I
everything.
when I saw the videos,
Yeah, it's
So
yeah.
you
We
can
need
show
to
the
make a trip
videos.
there.
You can show the videos and then we'll do the
Yeah,
question.
yeah, yeah. I will. Okay, okay. Let's do the first one. Okay. Hey, doggy, doggy, doggy.
yeah. We also have two dogs
Aww.
at the shop.
It's cute.
They don't touch the phone, don't worry, but yeah, they're
And, I like the throne. I like the throne.
yeah, and even more, like we are at the moment we are moving props and things around.
Oh,
So
awesome.
normally there's even way more props, and there's a PewDiePie armor that PewDiePie actually wore
Mm-hmm.
as well. We made him an armor, and he actually made a music video with the armor.
Oh,
PewDiePie.
awesome.
But
Wow.
the music video got removed because
Oh,
YouTube thought it was offensive.
okay.
Mm.
Of course. Of course.
Because it was a diss track to Coco Melon.
Mm.
Oh.
And yeah, and being angry at a melon is not allowed. By
I like the shop because every corner and every place is a prop, an armor.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
awesome. It's really awesome.
and that's way more stuff even, like I said, like it's crazy.
And
And I love the
foam.
place.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
You get like when you work there, you also get like inspired to create, you know,
Mhm. Mhm.
because it's very inspiring. It's like reading a book, like in some kind of private library with like all this kind of shelves next to you, like, or reading a book like with, I don't know, a palm tree next to you, like very relaxing. Like the mood changes. It's the same with crafting, and you see so much stuff being made, you get hyped, and you're like, yes.
Oh, okay, let's do the second one. Wait.
Yeah.
Can I be a little bit mean?
Why?
Yeah.
Why did you film it in portrait mode and not the right
Well,
way?
there are more videos, I think. But yeah,
I'm just messing with you.
Here's another one. Now from above the store. Yeah.
I think I included pictures as well.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a second store.
Wait.
And the hole you see
Wait,
in the
wait,
wall is
wait,
not
wait,
a
wait,
random
wait.
hole. It's
Okay,
actually
wait,
a hole.
wait.
You broke it?
Yeah. No, wait. Oh God.
What have you done?
Wait. Okay. Let's see. This is okay. Let me. What now? Okay. Yaron. Hey, people. Do you see? Okay. Let's see. Do you see me?
What happened?
Ah, okay.
YouTube's-
Now OBS turn off. So, sorry.
Oh, awesome.
No, but we are back again. People are. Can you see us? Tell us, please.
Yeah. They're saying it's good now.
Okay. Nice.
Hey,
That-
so-
This is
Okay.
this is Ruben's fault.
Zach.
This is Ruben's
my
fault.
fault. Why it's
Yeah,
my fault?
you start complaining about the videos. That's why.
He was filming. He was filming it like to Instagram.
No, it's your fault.
I mean, he's right, though.
I'm kidding.
When you start complaining, this goes off. That's your fault. Okay, this is second video. You filmed from above the store, right? Let me put on. Okay, now.
It's loading here.
Yeah, I know that. Still your fault. So.
Okay, here we go.
This is a really big place. It's
Now,
awesome.
Matt, you can do the description of the video.
Yeah, so I was talking like you saw like a hole in the wall. It's actually a hobbit door as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, you know, the entrance from the hobbit, like a hobbit house with the door.
Mhm.
That's actually the entrance to the shop. But like I said, we were like
Oh.
moving some stuff around. So yeah,
Mhm.
Let me see. Okay,
Okay.
this is-
that's yeah, and we just keep building things in the shop. Like the garage door that opens is actually the vault from Fallout.
Oh, so that's what we saw earlier.
Yeah, and the plan is to change like the outside as well, the full outside of the store. Like yeah, we are moving a lot of things around at the moment.
Mhm.
I'm
I
watching.
I really love the cabin of Doctor Who. So
Yeah. It was like we had a closet and we were like, well, just a plain old closet. Like we have to do something with it, right?
yeah, it's a really
What can we do with
cool
a
idea.
closet?
A
Yeah.
Doctor House.
And there's
Doctor Who.
actually products inside as well. Like it opens up.
Mhm.
Really awesome.
That's really cool.
And
Yeah.
we can see the foam. Lots, a lot,
Yeah.
a lot, a lot.
Home heaven.
Yeah.
There is endless amount of foam. Because like when you make a shop, we could do two ways we could go. One, we could go like very commercially,
Mhm.
like showroom, like very
Mhm.
strict design. I think
Very
Polyprops has a showroom like that organized. Very commercial, very nice though. It's not a bad room, definitely.
Yeah,
It's
let's
very, it's like white, very white with
Mhm.
the products, very professional, like what you would imagine Apple to do. What do we want to do be more creative? We wanted to show the power of cosplay.
Mhm.
That when someone enters our store, they have to change in the world.
Mhm.
They have to escape the real world, so to say, to come to a magical place. That's what we wanted, the feeling. So there's like plane, you see, even like a foam plane in the air.
Mhm.
There's so many things from every like from a lot of franchises. And when you think you've seen everything, then there's more props suddenly or more things. Yeah.
I'm sure right now the armor of PewDiePie.
Yeah, that's armor we made for like the team at the cosplay shop made the armor for PewDiePie for a music video, and that was an experience as well. He's actually a very humble person, like really, he's very humble.
Awesome.
Yeah,
What famous cosplayers do you sell stuff? Can you
famous
name a few? Yeah, can you name a few?
Yeah. I can name a few, but I think the key thing to take away is that we want to provide to every cosplayer.
Yeah,
like
Yes, of course.
yeah.
rich, not rich, famous, not famous, whatever industry they're in, like everything. But famous cosplayers, Mark cosplay, Taran cosplay, Kami cosplay, Aboroki, there's a whole list. Like we share on our Instagram, on the cosplay shop Instagram, we often share like people. They don't have to be famous to be shared, of course. Like we share everyone. If we see something we like, we ask, can we share? Because you have to ask for permission. We ask, can we share it, everything? Yeah. So
awesome.
there's a ton of cosplayers. Like
Before we go to our last break, let me give you the question here from Seth. He's asking, you mentioned it's important to buy the right foam for the paint to stick to it. Can you tell us the correct way to do a paint job on a EVA foam? Mine is usually get really cracky look. What should we apply before or after the paint?
okay, yeah. The cracky thing, first of all, can be two things. Either your paint is not flexible, then when you bend the foam, it will crack. And the second thing is when you wear your armor or something, and you move around a lot, you get these wrinkles. They're not really cracks, more wrinkles. Those wrinkles are normal. Even if you use flexible paint, even if you paint perfectly, you will still get those wrinkles. Everyone gets them. You can just remove them by going with a heat gun over it very carefully, like you don't want to burn your paint, right? So you go very carefully over it and the wrinkles will disappear. Cracks, like I said, is a whole other story. That's because you use some paint that's not flexible. So I would advise always before painting, test on a little piece and bend it. If it cracks, like if it literally cracks, you will know it's not flexible. If it wrinkles, you can use a trick like I said. And to avoid cracking is literally to use paints that are flexible. Like you have Flex Bond, you have Plastidip, you have Flexi Paint, you have the paint that's coming. Even acrylic paint is fairly flexible to a degree. And again, I will be here again spraying, like literally spraying, because like the paint I use for my armor, for my golden armor, again, it's a cheap paint. If you brush it on, it would crack. It would crack because the paint is not flexible. But because I've sprayed it so thinly, if I bend it, it only wrinkles, and then I just go with the heat gun over it, and
Because it's a thin layer when you spray it. When you do with the brush,
exactly.
the layer is more.
Exactly, and I also use again. That's maybe and also a big reason that I should say I use Flex Bond as primer, which is flexible already. So the Flex Bond will make the paint even more flexible. So a combination of those two things, like use a flexible primer, and if you can, because it's not everyone can spray their paint, of course. If you can spray it, but definitely use the flexible primer and the trick of heating up your foam, and you will already go a very long way to avoid those texture.
Nice. Okay, so we're going to for our last break, and we'll be right back.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, let me see if I can find the button again.
You lost the button?
Okay, I found it. Yeah. people. Okay, people, we are back again.
Hey.
I think. Yeah. Okay. That's on.
I see a nice
No.
question in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Amar Talks, he's asking what is your opinion about using wood glue as a ceiling?
Well. Wood glue. I'm going to be honest. I understand why some people would use wood glue. Like it's cheap, definitely. But I am not a fan of it. In fact, I hate wood glue. I don't hate people who use wood glue, to be clear, but I
Disclaimer.
hate the product wood glue. Because wood glue is amazing for gluing wood, not for priming. Like priming with wood glue, like if you use it on foam, like on Warbler, it's okay. On Warbler, it's okay. Then it's all fine. But on on EVA foam, if you put wood glue on EVA foam and you bend it, you have a nice big crack that isn't fixable anymore. So all your hard work will be good for maybe wearing it 1 or 2 times. Like that's why I would say don't use wood glue. Like buy Flexbond, for example. Like it's not an advertisement for cosplay shop, but like really buy Flexbond or buy whatever other like flexible primer you can find. Like really, like wood glue, Warbler, yes. EVA foam, no way. No. It's a really bad idea. In the beginning, everyone used wood glue, but they could only wear their costumes like once or twice, and then they went to a real war zone. Like the whole concept of weathering, yeah, but like looking like you went to a real war zone with cracks and crumbles and no. I would advise not to use wood glue. Your work is way more worth than that. Like if you already put hours and hours in it in a project, and you buy foam and stuff, then I would say just pay like a few euros more for a flexible primer. Yes, that's my opinion.
Okay.
And I see Izilme actually managed to come now. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, yeah.
Hi there. It's been
How
a
are you
long
doing?
time. I saw. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah,
are
that-
there any
yeah.
other?
Yeah,
That's
Osako,
definitely-
Osako Big Hair was asking if she can wear your armor to take pictures with it.
She can. But I think if she wears the armor, it's gonna be a little bit big for her. it's like those times you buy like an oversized hoodie and the end of the hoodie comes until your knees. That's probably how the breastplate will look. But you can wear it. Feel free.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I will
I
wear
love
it.
her. Don't worry.
Nice.
Yazaki was saying here, I started using foam coat because of your tutorial. It's amazing.
Yes. It's so good for 3D prints. Like literally, like the speed at which I finished 3D prints is so amazing, and you have to sand so much less. Like I'm a huge fan of it. Like what it actually does is like when you 3D print something, you have the layer lines. It's the ugliest thing of 3D printing. You have a few options. You can start sanding, but that's inefficient. You can start filling, and if you use a resin to fill, there are many resins used to fill, but I don't like the resins. One, they are toxic. Second, they will drip because they are kind of liquids. Well, they are very liquid actually. You know, the kind of liquid, they are very liquid. And they will drip and they will cover up details and everything. And foam coat is, it looks more like a kind of thick, pasty paint. And you can just smear it on. And when you smear it, it's easy to apply. And when it cures, like it's so easily sandable. Like if you can show the tutorial, maybe you will see what I mean. Like I can finish like I will take the prop again. Like you can literally finish this sword in a matter of like in an hour or something, even less. You can just finish the whole sword. The sanding part, of course, not the metallic paint parts, you know? Like Yeah, there's a tutorial. It's only 1 minute 27, but it's for me. I find it crazy, the material.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't advise it to use on phone because it's a solid material, very strong one.
Mm-hmm.
It will crack again because it's strong. It's not a flexible material.
Oh, okay.
It's called foam coat because theater uses it a lot. Like theaters, like they buy tons and tons and barrels of the stuff. Why? Because in theater, when you see a building in the background, or even you see a palm tree, or you go to an amusement park, even then they use it to coat they use XPS foam, like
Mhm.
insulation foam, to
Mhm.
carve their shapes, their big buildings, so to say, and then they use the foam coat to make it strong, to make sure it can resist all the acting and stuff.
Mm.
I had never heard of that material, so I'm
Yeah.
like, what is that?
Yeah, it's a filling material. Yeah, and
Awesome.
that's also where it comes from originally, like from theater, from amusement parks. You know, you've seen amusement park. They have like the big statues,
Mm-hmm.
or like a big dinosaur, for example.
Yeah.
They use foam coat or similar type of thing to coat it, to give it textures and everything. But we are also using it on 3D prints to actually remove texture, to
Yeah.
send it flat.
It's more easy to go. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, it's because I don't like sanding. I'm completely honest. You have people who find it like therapy, like sanding, fun, cool. No, I sand 10 minutes and I'm already going insane. Like even if I put something in the background to listen to or to
Yeah.
watch, maybe I can put your
Stream?
interview streams. I can put them from now on in the background when I work. So that will help with sending. But yeah, that's definitely why I love the material so much.
You have
Does
to
it
learn
take a
Portuguese
while?
still.
Sorry.
You have to learn Portuguese because our streams almost every stream is in
Learn me a
Portuguese.
Portuguese word. Learn me a Portuguese word.
Sorry, Iris. You were saying?
I was gonna ask, how long does it take to dry or?
I think it's 8 hours. The official amount is 8 hours. I think.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
just leave it overnight. Sometimes it depends.
Mhm.
Like sometimes I will start sending after 5 hours. Like
Mhm.
I think the official recommended time is 8 hours, but yeah, it
Okay.
really depends.
Mhm. Makes sense with the kind of material that it is.
I see in the chat some stuff. Oh, he is laughing because he is double size of me. Well, it's true. But it's adorable. So use other ceilings. Yeah, definitely try it. Just you will see. Just trust me. You will see the difference. If you want, I will send you a bottle for free, so you can try it. Just send me a DM on Instagram or something, and you can try it for free. Then just you will. That's another thing. Like I don't mind giving products for free away or discounts. Like of course not to everyone. Obviously I can't.
Yeah.
I can't give it away to everyone because then you just go bankrupt. But I do love to
Yeah.
support the community.
Yeah.
That's still the main thing of me and the cosplay shop as well. We want to support the community. We're not here to make like lots and lots of money because then we're in the wrong business. Then to be honest, then you should start a different shop. We're here to help the community, to help each other, and to just live from it. Like we don't need anything extra than that. Like we just live and help, and I think that fulfills me as well to help people.
When you go to conventions, do you take stuff from your shop to show people?
Well, with conventions it depends. Like sometimes I bring stuff, sometimes I don't. To Portugal I do, because I love a whole lot of people there, and I just give some stuff as present.
Mhm.
But like again, it's like you cannot give everything away, because then you will have nothing left to give anymore.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is I like to help beginners, of course friends, of course people who make amazing things as well, to push them even further. or people like I remember it was in Portugal as well. There was a person, I think she was 14 years old or something, and she really wanted foam clay. She wanted to buy it, and she was like, "Mom, I want the foam clay. I want the foam clay." And the mom was like, "No." I was like, "Wow." and I just give her like a 50% discount, you know, for so she could play around with it and stuff like.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
And I do take it sometimes to conventions products, not always, because it's pretty hard to combine. Like if you are guesting, you also have obligations from the convention.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they get you to the convention. They don't invite you to share cosplay materials or something. No, they invite you because they want to entertain the people and stuff, judge the contest. So you know, it really depends on the convention. Like sometimes I take them, sometimes I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. People, if you have any more questions, you can leave it because our stream is almost over.
He doesn't look the same person. Power of makeup. although you can show the picture of Gilgamesh if you want to.
Oh,
With the
okay.
makeup. Makeup changes a lot, but I'm in no way a good makeup artist. No way. I poke my eye more than I put eyeliner on the side of my eye. No. There's definitely room to improve. Yeah, Usako is actually helping me with the makeup. Hey, Falight.
She's really good with makeup.
Potato heart.
The gleam match. Where is the?
Yeah, sure. Just send me a DM and I will make sure you have a free flex bond.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
one?
well, the reason I make armor is not because I'm a bad makeup artist or I want to hide my face. No, it's just, of course, it's that page. I sent it yesterday to them.
This one is awesome, and the expression is awesome.
You thought Nuno forgot about it.
No, I didn't.
Well, I forgot about it for like a year or something, and then yesterday I found it, and I shared it to the folder. Maybe it would be interesting, and now I'm like, all right, that picture was sent as well.
That's not a good idea. So,
yeah, I mean, it's true. Makeup changes everything, like,
but
and the wig as well, like.
Let me see if I can find that. Okay. I found something when you do with this customer. Let me see if I can. Okay, this is.
No stickers, no.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, this is it. Okay, now I can show better your makeup. So there it is. I found this. So this is where people can see the makeup and the costume.
But no, there was worse. The lighting was horrible. They had like the big flashlight right in front of your eyes. But it's not their fault, obviously. But it was.
See,
it was
always prepare.
I'm
always prepare. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible like I say right now, but like
this is a strong light on the front.
If you have a strong light on the forehead, then all the details are you see all the details. Like it's good for if you want to post like a fitness picture. Yeah, then you actually then you want from the top probably, but yeah.
Like for me, I just don't even. Like, I wouldn't say it was you, so I'm just like...
Yeah,
Yeah,
is it really you? Like, what?
It is me, 100%. Yeah.
See, always prepare.
Yeah, I mean, with the lightning, I'm not blaming the convention, of course, where I gave the interview. Like, it's not their fault. It was just, when when you want to do a sudden interview and you are so excited and you just place lights everywhere. Like
Now you can see
Yeah.
with a better light. Now
it
you
happens.
can see it.
It
Yeah,
happens every
you
time.
can see this photo
Yeah.
right.
That's a hotel room selfie before the con. I always forgot to take pictures at conventions. Like I go to conventions and I forget to take pictures.
No,
I don't know why.
this is
Dang, like it's just I don't know. Maybe it's also the beard. I don't know. It just looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
your face
Yeah.
is entirely different.
Yeah,
Even
when-
Just-
when
just the
is
beard.
done-
just the beard,
Did,
not
did
the
you
hair.
have
See?
tape or something?
No. I've used tape at some conventions. I did. I was really nice, but I was just getting too lazy with the tape. Like it's fun, but like after a while, your face feels like you're putting like plastic wrap on your face, and you're just like,
Yeah, it's just in this photo, your like jaw, I guess, really
Yeah,
looks
it's more-
snatched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because there's no beard. Like to a beard actually covers like
Yeah.
the jawline pretty well. And it's also the hair is also like you are very like if your hair comes
Yeah.
through here instead of here, for example, then it changes everything. Yeah.
Yeah, my hair changed everything. Yeah.
I mean,
See?
like give him a wig, he will look totally different as well.
Yeah.
I'm not saying better or worse, but
Yeah.
it will be different.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
There was a life he showed up without his beard. And I
Oh
was
God,
like,
no. Me without beard.
what
No.
happened?
No.
I do love how much younger you look. Oh,
Oh, no.
So it's
No.
not
Yeah.
like a baby
Mm.
face.
Yeah, a big chubby baby face, something like that.
Yeah, I definitely have to improve my makeup still because I have to be honest as well, I get a lot of help with makeup, like I get tips, I get stuff, and but it's again a cosplayer has to be able to do so much things, like for real. They have to be able to craft, they have to be able to sew, they have to do makeup, they have to do wig styling, they still have to be alive at the convention. Which is
Yeah,
already
that's
very hard.
yeah, that's essential. Yeah.
Definitely second days at conventions are mornings, like when you have these conventions that open like at 8 a.m. and you're a guest and you have to be there like at 7 a.m. already. That means like waking up at 5 a.m. like
Oh God.
but it's still fun. We still enjoy it. Like cosplayers are amazing. Like they die, but they enjoy the process of the dying. You know.
It's true. So I don't know if he.
Martox left the question here. Have you done a Warboy cosplay from Mad Max Fury Road here in Portugal at a convention named Bring It?
Spring it.
Well, I would say send either anime emails to invite me, and we can see. I'm kidding. Well, it's probably on my list, but like I have so much shit to finish first. I have to paint my whole Anduin still. I have to. You saw all the projects I'm working on. Like, it's still a lot. Like, and I already am not smart to do one thing and then the other thing. No, I do 20 things at the same time. So I'm going to finish my list, and then we will see what comes.
Okay. Osako is asking here, I have a lethal question. Matt,
Oh,
is there
God.
a thought of doing a Legend of Zelda cosplay? Our friendship depends on the answer.
That was a reply. I thought that was a question. Shit, I didn't see the wallboy. Well, it's the same reply. Like there are so many ideas, there are so many things I want to do, but I really have to finish the other things first. Like I really cannot start a new cosplay without actually finishing a cosplay I'm working on for 2 years. Like, yeah. I also want to redo Imperius because I'm actually like, funny enough, like the Imperius costume is not bad. It's like the golden armor with the, well, they both have spears, but like with the skirt with the
Oh, I know that.
with the what's the color called? The reddish skirt.
Mhm.
And I really want to redo it, and I also want to redo Sauron, just because I know I could do so much better now, so much. Like, it's not like they were bad cosplays, but now my knowledge is like, it's like a whole different. It's like if I look to those cosplays, it's like looking at an old like flip open phone, you know, those old phones. In the time it was amazing. Like in the time it was amazing to have like something mobile you could call with. But if I talk about that now, it will be like, oh look, we have these smartphones now with 10 million functions, you know. It's comparable with that. Like in the time it was good, but now I could do so much better. So that's why I do plan to remake some stuff.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Okay.
Okay, Iris, want to do our last question?
Yes.
Do it.
So to
Tell me.
Do it.
Podemos fazer mais.
No. Tell me.
finish up.
Oh,
You want to leave a message to your fans?
Oh well, I've been talking for 2 hours already. Don't let me go too long, because then we will be here for another hour at least. A message to my fans. I have so many messages, but I will concentrate on something I found out like recently, is to start with things like when you want to build a big armor, just start with something. In the past, I would say, yeah, start with the bracer, with the easiest part, start with. No, just start with something you feel like. Because I found out that when you have the motivation and the power to really start something, you will go so much further than someone telling you, start with something easy. Start with what you want to start with. And if you don't know, just begin with something. Worst case, open a randomizer, make a list of all the items, put random, and see what comes out first. Because if you're going to doubt yourself and wait, then we will get a thing called procrastinating. And I did the same in the past as well. Like, yeah, I wouldn't advise anymore, start with something easy. No, I wouldn't do that anymore. Even with cosplays, I'm not saying like someone who has never touched foam should build a Reinhardt. No, that's a bit like too excessive, that's too extreme. But I also wouldn't say like someone who is just starting and this person comes to me like, I want to build like a full body armor. I will actually say now, go for it. Please do. Even if it doesn't look amazing, you still learn a lot more than staying in your comfort zone, making things you already know how to make. Like, you see where I'm going with this? Like, go outside of your comfort zone. Like learn something new, and you will see like passion will come back. Like, I hope it makes sense what I'm saying here, but
it's challenge yourself to do.
Yeah, challenge yourself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And also, don't stress yourself too much. I've been there as well. I've said it multiple times here already. Like, I love competition. That's why I also like to judge them, because I just love competition. I love what people make, and people keep surprising. It's like, you always think when I've judged like what, 50 contests or something like that, 50. And every community is different. And every time someone stands in front of me, at every convention, there's always someone who still surprises with something, like who does something I've never seen before and everything. So yeah, that's a thing. But when you do competition, don't get angry when you don't win, or when you win, don't get cocky, or you know what I mean. Like both sides apply. Like you of course you can be happy, like you won, that's amazing. But don't be cocky about it, and don't be like, oh, I already won, like, yeah, I can go like retire now. Like, yeah,
if you win,
I love passion. I love passion, but I hate when people get like angry and start putting other people down. As well as like, imagine you're a beginner and you make something and you are so happy that you made this thing, like a cosplay like Genji from Overwatch. And Overwatch with today. Imagine you made Genji as your first cosplay. And then there's another cosplay who cosplays for like 10 years, made Genji as well. And it looks incredible. Like you will already be like most cosplays will already be like, ah, shit, I'm not as amazing. Like, shit, this isn't good. But to many people, you do look amazing. And if you are the other Genji as well, don't bring that cosplayer down. Like, and don't go like to the cosplayer, because I've seen it many times at conventions. They go like, yes, you could do this better. You could do this more clean. Like giving advice is okay, but no one asks for that at a convention. Like my rule is, if it's something a person can change within 1 minute, then it's kind of okay to tell them. But if it's something you cannot change in 1 minute, then don't tell them on a convention, you know, because they will feel bad the whole day. Like examples of things you can change in 1 minute is like, oh, you have chocolate on your lip. Like, you know, you ate something and there's chocolate on your lip. Those things you can say, like you can fix them in 1 minute. Or like you have a little smudge of makeup, but like a little thing. Like that's another thing I would like if more people hold themselves to that. Like, don't go to someone like, oh, your paint is not that amazing. Like, I like your costume, but the paint is bad. Like, no, this person, like, you can damage this person, literally. You can destroy their motivation. Yeah, I'm ranting about this because that's what I saw happening so much right before COVID was happening. Like too many people getting too frustrated, too angry with each other, while instead we should be celebrating. Like, I mean, in the end, we are all people in costumes, like having fun. Like, what's the point of being elite, like, or like those super elite cosplayers, like who don't care about other people, like what's the point if you are too elite to even talk to people? Like what? Why are you doing it then? What's the point? That's what I want to say as well.
I'm like just thinking like, do people really just go to each other like, hey, your painting sucks? Like,
they do.
Oh,
I've seen it quite a lot of times, even like they just say like, or they hide it a little bit. Like they think they are smart and they hide it by saying like, oh, I like how you painted this, but this part is really bad. Like, if a person asks for advice, then I think it's good to be honest and to tell what you think. It doesn't mean this person has to change it, but I think then it's good. But definitely not at a convention. Don't do it at a convention. Definitely no. Like people, they put hours in their costumes just to get someone to say. It's the same with body types as well. Like, I'm working out now and I'm trying to get more shredded, but that doesn't mean that someone who's not shredded isn't good. Like where does this idea come from that everyone has to be an Instagram model, which doesn't work as well in real life as well. Like you don't know. First of all, you don't know how long they've been training. Like, it's possible these people have been training for 15 years. You don't know the background. You don't know why they got in this state. Like I just want people to stop judging each other like that. I understand becoming healthy, sure, but like, you don't have to like put other people down. I think we should celebrate more, like achieving something than putting other people down. It's a bit like the crab bucket. Do you know what a crab bucket is?
Crab bucket.
It's not a crab bucket, but a crab, like the crab. Yeah, crab.
Okay.
Do you know what happens when you put crabs in a bucket?
They fight each other.
Yes. And the thing is, they can escape. If you put them in a low bucket that they can escape, they actually could all escape if you just stay calm and all go out. But you know what crabs do? When one crab is close to escaping, the other crabs will pull them down.
They pull them
and
down.
in the end, no one escapes. Like, that's the whole point. Like instead of like putting the other people down, I think it's better to push them up and celebrate together. Like,
yeah, it's true.
Like, you're way stronger as well. Like, I don't get the point of wanting to be be the best alone or something.
Mhm,
Like it
mhm.
doesn't make sense. Like yeah.
It's true.
Okay, Matt. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
Thank you for having me. Obrigado.
and thank you for accepting our invitation.
Yeah. Was a
Hope to
pleasure.
see you
Thank
soon
you.
in Portugal again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope as well. Like I would love to be there again. Definitely.
And I want to thank everyone here on the live chat. They send the questions and
Thank
you
Yeah.
Thanks everybody.
Thank you,
for
Chad.
being here today
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
And
It
see
was
you
good
next.
chat.
Was us. So
Okay, people. See you next week.
we're going to put the links of Captain Ghostly.
Yeah,
On
every link
the-
from his social networks and the store we're
Yeah.
going to put on the description of the video.
If you need anything, just
Thank
go to the
you.
links. So
You're welcome.
I'm just really happy to be here. Really. Like
awesome.
Aw.
I almost kicked over my tripod. I was too happy that I was
Yeah.
still around. No,
So-
really, I'm happy to be here. Like that's the whole community thing is it touches me like my heart. It touches my heart.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again, people.
Thanks
See
so
you
much.
next week.
Hey, by the
Bye.
way,
Till
by the way,
next
people.
week.
By the way, people.
You
Next
have 2
week.
minutes.
Yeah. By the way, next weekend, Ruben is not here, so it's going to be only me and Aris. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
it's I wonder what's gonna happen.
so many things can happen. So
I really don't care. I'm on vacation.
You're gonna get like a message. We need you right now.
probably that would happen. Probably, yeah. So see you guys next
Bye,
weekend,
people.
Captain. Thank you
Bye.
once again.
Thank you again.
So see you, people.
Bye.
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 Okay.